Hello everyone, it's Birdie here, the recycled hippie chick. Okay, this is the deal. I've been out here all morning making this little envelope journal that I saw on Janet Nash. She made a journal out of 3 envelopes, and so I watched it several times to make it, and now I'm ready to decorate it, and I'm like, duh, why don't you just turn on the... I always do this. I get started because my brain says in order to make a video, everything has to be laid out in steps. No, it doesn't. Just get on there and play. I'm eating my lunch. It's over here to the side. I don't know if I have all my pictures picked out that I want to use, but I said, you know what? Just start. That's what the pause button's for. If you want a bite of your lunch, push pause. If you want to get up and get another picture, push pause. So here we go. Okay, now I'm not going to show you how I constructed it. If you want to see that, go to Janet's page and look for her thing that, where she constructed a little booklet making it out of 3 envelopes. So I'm going to kind of show you. I didn't want to bind mine until it was decorated because I want to move and, do. So I'm going to kind of show you what I have, what she does, and then we'll commence to taking it apart and, decorating it. So the first page is a larger envelope, okay? She took her larger envelope, she cut it, folded it under, made a pocket here. She made pockets everywhere because it's her teacup, it's her tea journal, and it is full of tea tags, tea papers, tea pictures, tea. So she wanted to make room to stick everything. So her first page, she has a pocket on the front in which I have constructed out of a Rolodex card that I don't have, or actually this is a card catalog card that goes in. I'm not sure what this is, but it doesn't fit my Rolodex. So this, and I'm so far behind on these. That's a whole nother story. See, these are my Rolodex. So I really think they would go in a card catalog. I ought to try it. I have a card catalog over there. So this is my first one. She opened it up. She had constructed a cloth pocket on the inside. I was just about to construct a cloth pocket when I saw this little coaster that Loretta, Carol / Loretta, hi Carol / Loretta, I know you're watching me. She gave me this coaster a while back, and I thought, oh my gosh, wouldn't that make the cutest little pocket? So I just sewed it on 2 sides. I can stick something in it here, and I can take the little, see, these are not sewn here. These are just little pouches. So I can make little things like a tea bag, tag, all kinds of things, and stick them in here. So I can have all that and this to stick things in. Then I can have this one back here to put stuff in. That's my first layer. I just went over it with a napkin because that's what Janet did. So I covered it with a napkin. You can see where I sewed my little pocket in on the inside, and then I sewed a pocket on the outside. Now, her next layer was she called a trifold envelope. I don't know, I don't understand what a trifold envelope is, but here we go. She made one out of scrapbook paper, and she glued it onto her next layer, which is this envelope, okay? And instead of folding this envelope in half, she folded a little flap over here to make it a little short pocket to stick something in. And she took this off. I left it on because I'm going to use this as another little focal area, I'm going to put some other pockets on this page. This is just how far I've gotten. She glued an envelope on the outside of her flap to give you another pocket, which you can slide, you know, put something that fits in your little envelope. I'm going to have to structure this envelope a little bit because look at the date on here, 1890. This is a very old envelope, so I'm actually not going to adorn the front. I will do something on the back around that to strengthen it, but I really like that. And then on the inside of that one, she just glued her trifold to that envelope. And then she put just another envelope in there and folded the corner down so she could have a pocket over here. And this top is open to have a pocket in there. So I am noticing as I'm doing this, well, I don't have a lot of tea stuff. You know, I don't want to completely copy off of her. I'm just doing inspiration. And so I noticed the napkin that I grabbed, you know, was garden, nature, flowers. So I thought, okay, my material has flowers on it and my paper has flowers on it. It looks like this is going to be my flower journal. I'm going to make it a little theme and I'm going to decorate it with flowers. So that's what I'm going to do with you guys now. I'm just going to start seeing where these flowers will go. And let's just do it. I'm just going to set this aside because this flower looks good right here. And I'm going to glue her down. Okay, first of all, let's talk about something. Remember a while back I told you I was not real crazy about this matte gel medium by Handy Art Designer's palette? Well, I found another reason I'm not crazy about it. This has been sitting in my water all day. And it does not melt. Like, it doesn't dissolve. I have to go in and literally scrape that off in the kitchen under the sink because you can't just dip it in there and let it melt out of your brush into the water. It will leave those little white chunks in the water. It's almost like it's waterproof. So, just not crazy about that. In case you guys need new matte gel medium and you find that and think, oh, it's cheap. Yeah, it's cheap. It is cheap. But it's not. Also, my pen started rusting and I thought, you know, I don't care if it rusts. It's just clogging my hole. Well, down inside of here, it put a rust coating on the inside of this tip. So the glue was sticking to it and the glue clogged easily. So I just took my Fimu clay this morning. It's not even baked. I just made me a little stopper and I'm just going to sit it on top when I'm not using it. And I don't care if it's baked or not. I'm just going to, that's just what a girl's got to do, what a girl's got to do. You know, to make your glue stop. You got to do what you got to do. I don't have my black book out here, so I don't know what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Maybe here in a minute. You know I never run out of things to talk about. So here in a minute, I might run in, push you on pause and run in and get my book. Although it may be out here under something and I just don't know it, but who knows? I hope you guys had a wonderful Resurrection Sunday. I hope you got to share it with people you love. It was just basically another day here. I don't know what my kids do or where they go or anything, but it was just me and Terry. Here, I listened to a wonderful sermon on the internet, and anyway, it's not about partying and eggs and everything anyway. So I got out of Resurrection Sunday, I think, what I needed to get out of it. Bam! Look at that. Let's see what else we got. Okay, I ran across this one, this flower here, and I thought maybe that would fit on my old envelope because this is a very old paper and this is a very old envelope. So maybe this is what I will use to strengthen that envelope. I don't know how much of it we're going to need, so... Oh, dear. Oh, well, that got scribbled on, so... Okay, I think that would be just perfect, because that will just about... Let's fussy cut this just a tiny bit, because I think that will miss that little... I don't know what you call that. Cancellation stamp or whatever. We'll just do a little bit of fussy cutting. Let's just do it. I was going to rip it, make it look ripped, but I think this is going to have to be fussy cut. Okay, so I asked last time I was on here, what are you guys working on? Fawn, she Marco Polo'd me, Spotted Fawn, and told me what she's been working on. And it was like, oh my gosh, this is so nice. Fawn is answering me back. She's actually telling me what she's working on. And Fawn, I appreciate that. It was enjoyable. Okay, so this is going to, gonna need a little extra. I'm just gonna cut that little tip off because it's not actually hitting the, well, maybe it will. I could bend it down there. See, this part here is what I'm worried about needing stability. So I'll just make sure that it's bent down that way, right? That's what we'll do. Commit to it, Barty. Anyway, I enjoy, Fawn always messages me, and when she's got time, she's a massage therapist, and she's a busy girl. And when she comes home, she wants to rest. And she has the cutest cats. Oh my gosh, you guys, her mother has the cutest cats. But she shares them with me via Marco Polo. Fawn, you don't mind if I tell this, do you, about the house box? It's too late because you can't answer me right now. I know she won't mind. They went to Aldi. I don't know if you guys have Aldi's where you're at, but it's like this mini little adorable supermarket that's extra cheap on stuff. And so what we do is we go to Aldi and get what we can cheap, and then whatever we can't, we go to the regular grocery store and finish getting the remainder of what we need. So Fawn, I need something in there, but not right now. I'll put it in there in a minute when I'm done inking. So Fawn, they got this little cardboard cat house there. It looks like a little miniature dog house. It's cardboard, it's decorated, it's adorable, and it's for your cat. Well, they picked one up when they were at Aldi and brought it home. And their cat, they have the two cats that got in it are little Tubba Chubs. And they both tried to get in the box together, and the wall came crashing down. And she videoed and showed them. They're both laying. The wall comes crashing down. Tubba Chub number 2 says, "Who cares? I'm laying here anyway." They're both just sound asleep in the house with the wall falling over. It's like spilling out cats. It was so adorable. Oh my gosh. I told her she should make a TikTok of it, and it would probably go viral because it was just that cute. And one of them, I'm not too sure, but I think it was one of them that was in the house, Fawn. Was your snoring cat in the house? One of her cats snores. Oh my gosh. So loudly that you can hear it snoring. It's so cute. Anyway, you know how I am with animals. I love them, and it was enjoyable to share the the cat adventures with Fawn. Okay, so I have that. I don't like the way it's smeared there, but you know what? It's a junk journal. It's a junk journal. Embrace the smudging. Let's find something that we can stick in here. See, I'm already ripping. It's so old. I'm going to have to strengthen that. Darn it. Maybe some washi or something, you think? I want to get a piece of this stuff to slide down in there. So there's a piece right over here that I used from this thingy, my offcut. So let's use that. We may be able to use these for tags somewhere in here, and then it'll like come together. It'll look like we did it on purpose instead of just using our scraps. Okay, let's see how this does. I don't know why I'm inking all that. It's not going to show. I'll just ink the top part that's going to be sticking out. Actually, this stays straight. It doesn't fold in, so that may strengthen it if I let it spew out over that other envelope, right? Like I said, I had to watch this 3 or 4 times to get it down. So just go to Janet's and, oh dear. I like both sides. And go to Janet's and have her explain to you and watch her flip through so you can see it and enjoy it and see all of her tea tags. It's simply adorable. Everything she does is adorable. And my next project is going to be on video. I've got too many projects. That's my problem. Okay, this is going to be... I have a slit in here for a pocket. So I'm going to have to re-slit it. I got too many projects and not enough time to do them. I want to do Christina's shack. She sent me that little, remember she sent me that little, watch me go clear through this whole darn thing. She sent me that little journal, and it had a piece in the back. It had a tag, and on the tag, the tag was made out of, from cloth, and she went over it with gesso and put napkin on it, and it feels so wonderful. And she did a video, there again, it's in her sewing video, her, what do you call it? Her Slow Stitch a Week, in her Slow Stitch book, she does a page like that. So I can't wait to try that, and I'll do that on video also. I ought to show you my Slow Stitch real quick while I'm thinking of it. I'm going to count this. You know how I've been doing that snippet roll, a Slow Stitch a week, a little square? Well, Janet Nash, there you go. You guys know I'm crazy about Janet right now. She was doing these little owlets. These are the larger ones. So she made them about this size and some smaller ones, in which I haven't gotten to yet because I made these 2 last week. So I'll make the little owlets. I'm going to make these 2 ladies a child, and then I want to make them a husband, a little male, because Janet said her friend had made one out of a men's tie. And I thought, oh my gosh, I have 50 men's tie hanging over there on the wall. I should do that and make them a little man. So a couple of the little owlets I do this week, I'm going to put on my snippet roll for my Slow Stitch a Week. So I'm going to actually attach them. But these I'm calling my Slow Stitch a Week for last week. She gathers, when she sews around the edge, she kind of pulls it so it puckers a little bit. I like that better. I forgot to do this one, do it on this one, but that's okay. I'm still happy. They're double-sided, so last night I took the scraps, little cut-offs, and stuffed them inside of this one just to give it a little poof. So I have one poofy one and one flat one, but aren't they cute? They're just fun. I think my grandkids will just adore play with them when they come over here. So I'm going to make 2 little families so they have something to play with when they come over here. If they end up not being too crazy about them, then I think I will add them to my smiley face I made with Janet Nash and hang them somewhere when we go camping or whatever for somebody to find. Anyway, that's my plan. That's my plan, Stan. Know what I mean, Vern? Okay, let's just move on. Let's just grab the next picture and see where we can glue it. Right there, perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. Won't that fit on there just right? We'll just fold it under. Put a little bit of glue on there. It's kind of sad because I jelly plated these envelopes and now I'm gluing over the top of them, but it's okay. Anywhere it's sticking out, it'll be cute. Today is my off day, my only off day this week, and I had to do it because yesterday I went to a friend's house. She was a friend of my parents, and bless her heart, she's a widower, but now she's I say practically a widower again because she lost her first husband to cancer, and then her second husband she reunited with someone she knew in high school and dated. They got married and have had a wonderful life, and now he has Alzheimer's. So she's caring for him at home and, could possibly lose the second one. Bless her heart. So anyway, I went to her house yesterday to clean up her yard. She asked if I knew any personal gardeners, and I said I did not. And then I got to thinking, I'm feeling really good right now. Let me give it a try. I've been helping Patty a couple hours twice a week with her gardening. So I said, let me come try it. And so I went and tried it, and was not a good idea. Was not a good idea. I ended up overdoing it, and I worked 5 hours, 4.5 hours. And came home at like 3:30 and went to bed and didn't get up till 7:30. I was just, the pain was gone because he has me on the prednisone right now. So that masked the pain, which was not good because I didn't know when to stop. So, should I just leave that open? Because you can see that in there. So my options are to turn it this way and think there's some open. Yeah, I'm going to do it that way. So I'm not done over there, and I told her I just want to see if I can do it. I may not be able to do it. But I took today off just to get my bearings again. I'm going to go ahead and go tomorrow and tell her I'm only going to work a couple of hours tomorrow. And wherever I get, that's all I'm going to do. I can't. I got to start thinking about, I got to start telling people no. Instead of jeopardizing my body and my health because I want to be the good old boy, I have to start learning how to say no. I just have to. My problem yesterday was I took my big trailer over and I filled it, like heaping over the top. And she said, you can just take that out in our pasture and unload it when you're done, which I didn't think. I stopped when I was exhausted, but then I'm like, I still had to go unload the trailer, which took another 30 minutes, which threw me off over the deep end. Because, you know, all those sticks and limbs and rose bushes that you put in there get all tangled up, and it doesn't just come off and out in happy little scoops. You have to sometimes take it out one stick at a time. Sometimes you can get a pitchfork full. Sometimes you just have to pull on it. It's just... Anyway, I overdid it, and I'm mad at myself for not knowing how to say no. No. I cannot do it. I'm sorry. No. Because you know what kind of upset me? Is that her son, who also lives there with his wife, they live in the basement. She lives upstairs. He's at least 10 or 15 years younger than me. He's sitting in the backyard in his lawn chair smoking a cigarette, watching me do all the work. That kind of, I'm like, why aren't you doing this for your mom? You know, started to get a little bitter, but I'm like, nope, you're getting paid to do it, so just keep on doing it and be thankful. Well, let's just tear a piece of this out. This would go good in here. You know, when you start feeling good, your brain wants to do things, you know? But then your body says, no, stupid, stop. But your body doesn't tell you that until your brain has already said yes and you've already attempted it. Anyway, that's how my brain is. I don't know how y'all's work. I'm sure y'all's brain don't work like mine. Lordy, lordy, I'm sure it don't. Where's my, let me get a new glue stick. I think I'm going to glue stick that one. Okay. Thank you, Tiffany, for all of these Yahoo glue sticks. I mean, they have just been, this is my third one. I've gone through 2 glue sticks. They've been great. They really have. I don't know how well they hold yet because it hasn't been long enough, you know, for me to test that out. Now, Barry, I'm about to say something kind of girly, so close your ears for a minute, okay? But the smell of these glue sticks, ugh. I'm going to tell you guys, and those of you will probably remember this now, and it'll be stuck in your head along with me every time you glue. The smell of these glue sticks is like the Playtex deodorant tampons when we were in high school. That's what it smells like. So every time I glue, I go back to high school, you know, to those days. So anyway, I'm sure that was TMI, but you know I share everything, and that's the smell of these glue sticks. So just gonna smush that down, see if I can get that on there real good. And here I am tearing it up because my glue stick's a little rough, or my card is a little painty on the edges, but I wanted to make sure it's down real good. Let's see, what's our next picture? Look at this one. Isn't this cute? Where's my other envelopes at? Okay, we've got this one. Okay, how's this going to go? it's going to go like this. Okay, this is how it's going to go. So, first of all, let's hold it up. We don't want it to go anywhere here. That's not the right color for in there. I'm kind of digging this page here. Or we could start putting them over here. I don't know. I think I'm kind of liking this, don't you? I think I am. I think I'm liking this area here. Let's get them cut out. And then I'm going to put something down in here. That would go, wouldn't it? I could put that down in there like I did the other one. I don't know. I don't want too much. I might put you on pause and go see if I can find my black book and find a... I'm going to keep that little typewriter. That's kind of cute, though. It has a flower on it, and I could stick that in there. I might just do that. I have a feeling I'm going to have to cut these because this white is probably going to bother me around those flowers. I don't think I will use this harvest one. That might just have to be saved for fall. We'll just cut the little edges off of there. And I just don't really know. I might not use this one either. I might put that one over there with the fall one. I think I'll do that so I don't... Okay, we might just do something like that. And then... see what this looks like when we get this stuck in there. Because it's going to have stuff in it anyway. I'm not too crazy about that. Okay, let me think for a minute. Okay, well, my little black book that I write down what I want to talk to you about is missing again. And we know nobody broke in this time. We know it's just me. So, we'll just have to... I don't have room. I can't even put my drink down. Oh, let's see here. Okay. Now, what I think I want to do is... jelly plate the background everywhere I want to put the little flowers. I want to jelly plate the background. I think that's what I'm in the mood to do. I wanted green. Let's try this. I wanted ochre, but all I could find, I'm out, so all I could find is Golden Sunset. So I'm going to pretend like this is ochre. It's been so long since I've had any ochre that I don't even remember exactly what it looks like. So this is pretty, so we're just going to pretend like this is ochre. Today, Barry has jury duty, so I'm anxious to see how he fared from that. Barry, if you're watching, will you message me or something, messenger me or something, and let me know how you enjoyed jury duty. I have a feeling from seeing the excitement that you had on Facebook, I have a feeling you've done it before, because I don't think you were really excited about it, were you? So let me know how you did. I have had to call in before. Dear, I'm not sure I can do this. You know how they send you the paper and they say, on such and such a days you have to call in before 8 in the morning or whatever, and we'll let you know if you've been chosen. I've had to do that before, but I've never been chosen. So that's pretty, isn't it? Okay, that goes like that. And then this one goes, okay, let's reload here, because this one here has to go on, and I don't want it just partial. So we'll reload. Oh man, that's a lot of green. That's a lot of green. This one may be a thick one. Okay. Where's my little fold at? I've never actually jelly plated something that was already built. So we'll see how this turns out. I mean, it's just for the background, because the flowers are going to cover most of it up. It's just mainly around the edges and stuff, isn't it? And plus, I'm going to have one in the pocket area. I'm going to have another one. So just basically wanting to get some color down. There we go. Okay. Now, we didn't really get our green in there very well. It kind of disappeared, didn't it? But that's okay. It is how it's meant to be. Where's that piece I was going to... Oh, well, this one's got nice green on it that I was going to put in here. How do I want this to go? Do I want it to go in like that? I think I like it better like that. That little piece up there is bothering me. Even if I can just put some gesso on it or something. Let's just put a little bit of this on it. I don't know, I just didn't like the white space. There we go. Okay, we'll do that. And put these away. All right, now this is normally going to go in the fold like this when we get it bound. This has to be glued. Let's go ahead and use glue stick on it. I'm getting a good idea. I'm still having goat sagas. Still having goat sagas. I have decided I've got an APB out now, trying to get rid of the baby only. That's my first mistake I made, was getting that baby. And then I have called the meat locker, and they will butcher the older one for me. And I will have... Do I even tell you guys all this? Because I'm afraid you're going to think I'm a terrible person. But this is part of farming, isn't it? I have to remember, this is a part of farming. I cannot find anybody that will take a fixed male goat. I mean, nobody wants him. Simple as that. He's not nice. I can't give him... He is nice, but he's not. You know what I mean? He plays, and it's dangerous because he's 120 or more pounds, and he's got 11-inch horns. So I can't give him to anybody with children. So I'm going to give the baby away, and I'm going to take Forrest to the meat locker and have him butchered. My dog, Cooper, is allergic to chicken. I'm having a heck of a time finding food that does not have chicken in it. I know you're saying, well, just get him salmon or lamb and rice or beef. Guess what? The number one ingredient in all of those foods is chicken or chicken byproducts, and then salmon or beef or lamb. It's got more chicken in it than it does the flavor that it says on the label, and that is for canned food and dry food. The only canned food I've found that is just really beef is Rachel Ray, and it's $3.29 a can, when I can get the cheap stuff for $1.69 a can. So I'm going to have the entire goat processed into hamburger, and for the next however long, I'm going to make my own dog food using goat burger, and I will have, number one, won't have to worry about Forrest and whether he's being taken care of. Number two, he will be feeding my family, and I will be making back some of that money I have spent on hay, wormer, copper bolus, salt, mineral, baking soda, all that stuff that I spend on him. I will be making a little bit of that back by not having to buy dog food. So then I'm going to give the baby away. So they said at the locker, they're very open on a goat. If they said, give your baby away, and then the very next day you can bring your older goat in and we'll process him. So that way nobody will have to be by themselves. I can bring him in on the day. They said I wouldn't have to worry about him being in the pens overnight and being by himself and scared. Bring him right in that morning and they will process him. So I thought that was, number one, very kind of the locker to help me decide that. And number two, it's about the only thing that's made me feel settled about the whole ordeal. So now I have a word out to two people asking them. One lady said a while back she wouldn't mind having the baby, except for she's already feeding three lambs and a goat bottle feeding, and she didn't want to take on another bottle feeder. So I've got a message out to her saying, I will wean him. Would you still be interested in taking him if I wean him? So I think I'm within 2 weeks of having him weaned. So pray that this all works out the way I'm dreaming about it in my head. I like this one there. I don't know why. You know what? This is making me want to put a little bit of blue in there. Let's stop the fort. Stop the fort. Let's just do a little bit of blue. Whether you think this is open or not, always put your finger over it, because I have thought before it was closed and it was not, and I have shook this stuff everywhere. Everywhere. Okay. So, I'm hoping this will be the end of my goat sagas for you guys. Have tortured yourself and had to listen to me talk about this for what? More than a year now, I'm sure. Let's see, this one goes like this. This one goes like this. Like that. And uh-oh. It's a junk journal. It's a junk journal. Okay, there we go. Now, that'll make me a little happier when we put the little... It's not really blue, is it? It's kind of green, but that's okay. It'll just, I think it'll be okay. It'll be okay, won't it? The thing I love about Janet Nash is I second guess myself and need someone to confirm my feelings, and she just... I say to myself, in Birdie's mind, I'm going, oh my gosh, is this going to look okay? And Janet picks something up and glues it down and says, oh, beautiful. Oh, isn't that lovely? Oh, I just love that. And I do not have that confidence. Do not have the JN confidence. Oh, beautiful, lovely. I love that. I'm going to practice. But I just love that about her. And you know what? It may look silly to somebody else. Who knows? I don't know. I know a lot of my friends look at my stuff and go, what? And that's okay, because you know what? It's all about what brings us joy. I'm the one that's going to have to sit and look at this little journal, not any of my friends, right? So why do I need their confirmation when I'm the one that is going to sit and flip through these and look at these? You know what I envision myself doing with all these journals one day? I envision myself, that little old lady in a nursing home who has her little wheelchair that's all decked out with handmade beads dingle-dangling off the handlebars, and a little flag with flowers on the flag. You know those sticks that you stick up and it has a flag on top? I see one of those on the top of my wheelchair with a ding-dong bell as I go down the hall going ting-ling, ting-ling, ting-ling with my bike bells. And I will be sitting in my room in that nursing home one day looking at all my art journals. When I can no longer do anything, I will have these to be my interactive books to sit and look at and bring myself joy. In between those days when my family is not up there to see me and I'm all alone in that room, when I'm not out killing it at bingo, I'm going to be sitting in my room looking at my junk journals. That is what I envision. So, there you have it, peeps. Okay. I'm thinking I need to Just do a real quick fussy cut. Listen, don't even pay attention to if you get everything or not. Just twirl them scissors and just go around it. Because remember, this is a junk journal. And we are playing. We are out to have fun. If you sit and go, oh my gosh, fussy cutting is torturous, then just do it like this. Don't even try to hit the leaves. Just get the white space off. Because nobody's going to look at it and judge it later. See? That's all I needed. And that was not painful. Absolutely was not painful. So get out there, get your scissors, and faux fussy cut if you need to. And enjoy it. Let's clip this guy off. I'm having fun. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I needed to do this today. I really did. I should have wrote on it first what I'm feeling, but why? Because I'm already telling you guys. I just need prayer that when somebody asks me to do something, I can say no. What's going on here? All this fit earlier, didn't it? Now what's going on? It's not fitting. Where's that other part? What if we just continued it over here? Just because. Oh, shoot. Well, Lord, protect somebody. I hear the sirens going by, way off. Kind of sounds like it's coming down my dirt road. So whatever's going on, I don't know, but you do. Just take care of it, Lord. Amen. Okay, so we've got that. Now, we've got that page done. We've got both of those pages done. We have this page still to do. How long have I been keeping you? This little white spot is bothering me, so I think I'm just going to take some blue, because we have blue over here, and just kind of do that. Haven't really done the inside of that yet. This is done. We'll say done for right now. Okay, let's just do this, and then we'll be done. Let's see how long I've kept you. Oh, geez, 53 minutes. No, I'm not going to do it. I'll go ahead and finish this one off screen, and I'll let you guys know. I'll show you later how it turned out, okay? Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye-bye from Birdie.